Hey everybody, it's James over here at thedigitalmediazone.com. I just wanted to go ahead and I was going to do a short little video comparison. I have, obviously you've seen the review that I just posted on the DMZ, and what I wanted to do was actually do a video comparison between Android and the Nintendo 3DS as far as the Netflix apps. I will say I have tested the Windows Phone 7 app, and it's by far the most superior of all that I've seen. So what I've gone ahead and done is I did a hard reset on both the Android, my Android handset, which is the Motorola Droid, the first model. So obviously it will vary if you have a newer Android device. Then I also did a hard reboot on my 3DS just so everything's fresh. They're both connected to Wi-Fi, as you can see up there, little Wi-Fi signal. Sorry for the crappy video quality, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and launch both the apps almost at the same time, and they will both boot into them. What we really want to see is there's a nice bright red that we want there. So kind of want to see what kind of loads first, what kind of information is loaded on them, things like that. I will say neither of them are 100% super snappy. So you can see they're both kind of loading up right now. The 3DS now just does just a moment. So first to load anything is obviously going to be the Android device here, which all it does is load Tangled, which was the last thing viewed. But already on the Android device, we're already able to kind of scroll through the list of things here. Now the 3DS is ready, and you can see you have a lot more information, a lot more things going on. Here's my instant queue, right? Now here's my recently watched, here's my top 10, here's my likes, here's my new arrivals, and things will pop in as they go through. So at the same time, while Android loaded just maybe 10 seconds earlier, you do have a lot more information going on in the 3DS. But let's go ahead and just boot up both at kind of the same time, if it lets me. I'm not really sure, I haven't tested this. This will be the first go here. And we'll do resume, and this one's loading over here. We'll go landscape mode. I actually have no idea if this is going to work. I'm just assuming this is going to work. I have nothing going on my network. Nothing is being downloaded or anything like that right now, so these should be relatively equal tests, hopefully. So Tangled is now being retrieved on 3DS. You can see the status of it. I'll go ahead and turn down the volume. And okay, and Tangled is now ready to go. There's not really a status indicator on the Android device, but hopefully it starts. Gonna see. We have some noise, okay. So it's good to go. And I've really seen times really vary on the 3DS. So sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Tangled's already playing, and now it's playing over here as well. Almost the same spot. I will say quality-wise, the video, it's going to be hard to see on this, but they're relatively accurate. About the same, to be honest with you. The screen is much darker on the Droid. I will say, though, that I was worried when I first tested on my Droid. It was a little bit jaggy from here and there, and I will say I thought it was only the 3G, but as you can see, you're getting some freezing up, and it definitely looks like even on Wi-Fi it's doing that as well. It's an older device, so it's expected. I did try the same movie on the Windows Phone app, and I will say the app loaded faster, the streaming started faster, and things like that. So there you have it. That's a relatively so if another thing I can do here too is if I go ahead and, this is another thing I want to show you guys. So let me go ahead and pause it over here. So now I get kind of the scrolly thing up here, which is kind of cool, and they pop in relatively quick frame by frame. Let's go ahead and back out of this movie. Good movie, Tangled. Recommend it. We reviewed it on the movie podcast, so you can go ahead and do that. But over here on Android, for instance, even though I paused it, you're not really getting a lot. It just says buffering, and then you're good to go. So it's a little bit disappointing on that. But you can see here, so if I go ahead and touch, say, Tangled here, and this is the same screen on here, you have add instant, resume. I will say over here we do have play from the beginning option. You can rate from the screen, you can rate from this screen. Oh, this is kind of nice. You have similar titles on the Android device. So this is kind of a different one. So you have genres compared to what we have over here, which is just kind of similar type things. So you can go through the genres on here. If I look at my instant queue here, it's going to load my queue. So the first thing, which is kind of interesting, is that you actually have to load your queue separate on the Android device, whereas on the 3DS, like most of the other devices, it's going to be the first thing you see. Let's see if we can get the search working. Actually, I haven't had great success on the 3DS. I'm going to bust out the stylus really quick. So, let's see. That is one thing I will say, that you do need the stylus, because you can see that the notes are itty bitty. So let's go ahead and type, let's say Mad Men. Just type Mad, and go ahead and find a specific title. Oh, so okay, now we're good to go. I'm going to start typing Mad over here, and go. So you do have to do go. This is loaded. I will say Android definitely faster. Here, I can add to instant queue here. Let's see what I can do from here. Oops. I went ahead and added one too many. So I thought I hit A. Oh, I hit A. I was supposed to hit X or something like that, I think, over here. So let's just go ahead and tap on the touch screen. So here, for instance, now on the Android device, it's loaded now, all of them. It actually took some time to load in. Here on the 3DS, you have the ability to do subtitles, audio. I can put this in Spanish, Brazilian for subtitles. More episodes here. You can go by season. This is just kind of all listed in a row. So if I click on season 1, I have all my episodes here. If I go ahead and touch this, I get a nice description here, for instance. If I have to click on one, no, I don't think I can click on one. I can only click play. So some things a little bit nicer on the 3DS, I guess, for browsing television. I definitely have seen that for sure. Let's go ahead and try to play this place, episode 1, and we'll see what happens. I did start the Android one just a little bit faster. But I do have on my Netflix account just everything set to the highest, so it's just not like I'm buffering down. I do like at least having a retrieving status here. You know, on Android, it just starts whenever it wants to. But as you can see, definitely starts faster on Android compared to the 3DS. But again, not working great on my 3DS or on my Android device, unfortunately. So, anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a short little, not now long video of Netflix on the Nintendo 3DS. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely check out my review on the digitalmediazone.com. And also, every single Tuesday, of course, we have the movie podcast over at www.moviepodcast.net, where we review all the latest movies for the week. Also have Blu-ray releases and a whole bunch of more stuff. So check that out. And you can follow us on Twitter at www.twitter.com/themoviepodcast. Thanks, guys.